Belle Fourche and the surrounding area are blessed with natural resources, from rich deposits of bentonite to fertile fields of irrigated grain to vast rangeland for cattle and sheep. When combined with the community's human resources, hard work, integrity, determination, common sense, and imagination, it creates a natural environment for responsible growth. These are homegrown, and it's why Belle Fourche continued to see economic progress in 2022. It is a community that is homegrown and growing. The year was a landmark year. It began with Belle Fourche being named the 2022 South Dakota Community of the Year by the Governor's Office of Economic Development. Belle Fourche was honored for making strides in economic development, adding jobs, and the investment we've made in improving the quality of life for our residents. Nothing could be more homegrown than homes, building quality, affordable places for Belle Fourche residents to live. It is at the heart of improving quality of life. In 2022, the Belle Fourche Development Corporation's Housing Committee was active, implementing strategies from the 21 Housing Study. A major step was building needed partnerships.
We've made a connection with the developers, and those developers are coming in and they're talking about potential areas that they can build. We needed to have not only city properties, but we needed to look outside of the city and address county properties.
We realized early on that we needed to take more of a holistic approach to getting these developments going in our housing projects. So we brought in people from the county that had expertise, and then people from the city who have dealt with the city ordinances and the engineering department for years. And they did a phenomenal job of putting together the properties that are available in Belle Fourche and the surrounding area that we could then turn around and kind of market that back out to the developers and have them come in and see. We put it on our EDC website, and it's a tremendous resource.
In 2022, plans were advanced for the Modesto Ranch development on the city's south side to include approximately 80 single-family affordable homes. Some will be tailored for seniors with no-step entry and single-level living, arranged around private cul-de-sacs. A second development is also in the planning stages, and others may follow very soon. In working with NeighborWorks Dakota Home Resources, several governor's homes have been built in the city, and more are planned as supply chains improve. And with the rising interest rates, a gap financing program through NeighborWorks helped 8 families purchase homes last year, adding $1.7 million in home sales. NeighborWorks also built 1 home and will break ground on 2 more this spring. Through Paint the Town, they painted another home this past year. And NeighborWorks helped 1 family with needed home repairs through their rehab program. Along with that, the city and county also worked together in 2022 to bring 0 for 5 tax incentives for residents who make improvements or additions to their homes in the city's revitalization zones. The homegrown growth of housing momentum has never been higher than it is right now. Inbound migration to South Dakota continues. This past year, the state had the 5th fastest growth rate of any in the nation. In fact, South Dakota led the nation in home construction growth per capita, and the BFDC is helping Belle Fourche be a part of that growth.
For the first time, just in general, you're seeing developers interested in Belle Fourche.
And I think we've eliminated some of the fear for the developers to come in and ask those critical questions about what's available, what they might be able to provide as a developer. And I think before there was some hesitancy. To me, that's a major step in the right direction.
Another homegrown milestone reached in 2022 was the completion of the new rail transloading facility at the Belle Fourche Industrial and Rail Park. Now, with the capacity of more than 75 cars, it is the largest such facility on the RCP&E rail line and is attracting business from within and outside the park. As a public facility, it is available for use by any industry in the area who needs it. Not far away, Albany Farms reached a milestone. Not only did they surpass 100 new hires, mostly homegrown talent, they also shipped out their first ramen twisted noodle product to major stores in Canada and the United States, bearing the words, "Produced in Belle Fourche, South Dakota," on every label. With the first ramen cup line up and running, Albany is now working to get their pouch line in production in early 2023. And with the increase in production will come a continued need for employment. The company has already invested multiple millions of dollars in the community, and as that partnership and the community's presence in Belle Fourche expands, so will the return on the investment to the local economy. Speaking of investment in the future, Leadership Belle Fourche graduated its 5th class in 2022, and in 2023 will graduate its 6th class. Leadership Belle Fourche was designed to build the next generation of involved Belle Fourche citizens by broadening community awareness and coaching personal and professional development. Belle Fourche is becoming a community that attracts people and investment, and good, well-planned community development is nurtured and built with this passionate leadership that the program promotes. In late 2022, a large contingent from the Governor's Office of Economic Development spent the better part of a day touring the community to learn of its successes in economic development, business growth, and unique educational programs. The GOED FAM Tour took government leaders and investment managers to the school district's ever-expanding Career and Technology Education Center, to agricultural hubs, to the downtown business district, area manufacturers, a new housing development, and the industrial and rail park. And of course, no visit is complete to Belle Fourche without a group photo at the Center of the Nation Monument. Our community is ever-changing, moving forward. Plans are progressing for a new $10 million convention center hotel restaurant complex to be built in an area on the south side of town that's poised for even more development. The Northern Hills Federal Credit Union opened its new branch nearby during 2022. Rosenberg Implement is building a state-of-the-art John Deere showroom on the northwest side of town near the rail park. The Wool Warehouse completed expansion of its regional wool hub with thousands of square feet of additional space. RPM Minerals has announced plans to nearly double its capacity for producing bentonite-related products. Dollar General Store has moved into some of the space once occupied by Shopko. And once again, our community's signature event, the Black Hills Roundup, was named National Medium Outdoor Rodeo of the Year by the PRCA for the 5th year in a row. These are just a few of the many things that are keeping Belle Fourche homegrown and growing as we head into 2023.